Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore from my wardrobe in May of 2023. Well guys, it is coming towards the end of June, so it is that time once again to do the monthly series that I love to do, where I talk about my top 5 favorite pieces that I was wearing in the previous calendar month. And if it is currently June, that means, as the intro and as that also implies, we are going to be talking about May, which is the final month of autumn for Australia. And you could feel it. You could definitely feel it, because I mean, look, if you go onto the Bureau of Meteorology on the website, it says that May is a transitional month, or at least autumn is the transitional season. And we felt it during May, because it was getting colder and colder to the point where by the end of May, it was definitely feeling like winter was just around the corner. So you can definitely see that in the pieces that I'm going to talk about today, because a lot of them are outwear pieces. Actually, I think 4 out of 5 of them are outwear pieces that I really loved and wore all the time in that month. And not a lot of them are super heavy. There's only, I think, maybe 1, maybe 2 of them that I would class as heavy pieces, but you can definitely see it. And you'll definitely see by the time that I cover June, the first month of winter, you'll definitely see the very wintry pieces coming out by then. And I'll be keen to talk about that in July as well. But yeah, I mean, I love it. My birthday month, cold, it's literally ideal. Like May, I want more of it. Can we please, like, everyone was talking about in June about how cold it is and how this winter is going to be really cold in Australia. I swear I'm the only one not complaining. I'm like, absolutely. Can it be colder? Because I want to wear layers. I want to wear merino turtlenecks. I want to wear like this kimono undercover hoodie. I want to wear it with like another jacket over top. Like, I want layers upon layers upon layers. I want an excuse to wear gloves. Like, it just doesn't happen in Australia. And like, so much so that I don't even have gloves, because I feel like it just doesn't get cold enough for me to justify buying gloves. So, and if I did, I would just buy like 1 black leather pair and maybe use it every now and then, because it just doesn't get cold enough, at least from how I feel. Maybe some people that are very much affected by the cold will disagree with me, but I think like it doesn't get that cold. But yeah, for May, definitely transitional month. You can definitely see it coming. Keen to talk about the pieces today. In this video, the pieces that I mentioned, they're not in any hierarchy, so it's not 5th and 1st best, you know? It's just the top 5 out of, well, the many. Yeah, keen to dive into it, guys. Let's start talking about these pieces, why I love them, how I rocked them, everything like that. Let's start by talking about piece number 5. For piece number 5 today, guys, it is going to be a piece that I picked up a while ago on the channel. It is a piece that I use as a base layer for my outfits in the wintertime, and a piece that I have grown fond of over the years and has actually made me like go down the pathway of looking into like higher quality ones instead of the one that I currently wear, and it'll kind of make sense once I announce it. For piece number 5, it is the Uniqlo merino wool turtleneck in the black. This piece, how it worked is I initially started, I bought a Lowe's cotton turtleneck, liked that one, moved up to the Uniqlo merino wool one, love that one currently, and now I'm looking for the next step up from that one. Maybe one with like a nice chain link design on it. I'll have to dive into that and look into that, but I do want to keep like upgrading that, because it's just such a fantastic piece. It works so well as a base layer for all my winter outfits. You grab this outfit that I just showcased to you and you throw on any jacket and it'll just work, because it's so versatile, so simple. That's the way I love to dress, and I was wearing it all the time in May, and you'll probably see it repeat in June, July, and so on, because it's just a fantastic way that I rock my outfits in winter and in the end of autumn, obviously, as well. I had to give it its shout out today as piece number 5. This piece. You guys know I love this piece. I was hunting it forever. I probably shouted out all the time in various top 5 videos. What we have is the undercover Marcus Kesson Fall Winter 2021 work jacket with the child playing with the spider on their hand, that oil painting featured on the front as well as the back. This is one of my favorite pieces. I love it. I'm showcasing it to you here with a very, I guess, outside look. Like if I was to wear this jacket and I was in an outside situation, I'd wear it with a hat and the turtleneck. I would wear it a little bit differently if I was inside, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you that context to why my outfits look a little bit more outdoorsy than you would be inside. And that's the same for all the rest of the next pieces I talk about here, but it's a fantastic piece. It's probably the heaviest piece that I'm going to be talking about out of all these pieces in the top 5 video, but that's because it has a quilted, diamond quilt interior. It has a hardened cotton exterior. It's it's like your traditional work jacket, except Jun Takahashi has come in and he's like, done. I'm gonna add some oil paintings to it. I'm gonna make it a lot more of an interesting cut. He does these things here and I love it. I wear it all the time. As soon as it gets cold enough for me to start wearing this piece, I pull it out. It's like my day-to-day jacket. It's made me understand why people pick such a utilitarian silhouette to wear all the time. It's classy, it's fantastic, it's amazing. Nothing but praise for this piece and work jackets ever since I picked this one up. Yeah, I had to mention it because I was wearing it all the time in May as piece number 4. Now moving into piece number 3, one that I actually get really excited about wearing in winter because I love just breaking it out, and it's from one of my favorite undercover seasons. One that, like, one of my life goals that I'd love to accomplish is opening like an archive in my state in Australia of Jun Takahashi's work, and I'd love to collect most of the pieces from this season to have it on show because I love this season. The piece that I'm going to be mentioning at piece number 3 is the Fall Winter 2020 trench coat. This is the one with one of the last few scenes of Throne of Blood applied to the bottom of the trench coat on the front, and then as you move up the piece, the cotton's color changes. Some people have made comments to me that it looks like it has a waxy finish, much like a barbour jacket does, but it doesn't. It may just give you that idea based off the color, but it doesn't actually have a waxy finish to it. It's just how the cotton's been finished for it. It's a lovely jacket. It's not super heavy. The interior is a nice diamond quilted interior that is removable, so if it's too hot you can take it out. It's just a fantastic piece. I love how it drenches on me. I love how it's like a cone shape. It's tight around the shoulders, but then the rest of it just fans out. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite pieces. I love it so much. I'm gonna wear it until the day I die. It's just fantastic. Every single time it gets cold, I'm breaking it out. It's just my go-to. I had to mention it as I wore it all the time, especially on those super cold days when I go to and from work. I was always wearing this piece. I had to mention it as piece number 3. Now for piece number 4, this one, it's quite surprising how lightweight it is considering the material choices. This one I was wearing on those days where it still wasn't absolutely freezing, but it wasn't super hot either. And it was just a nice piece that I could throw on, nice and comfy, love the cut, everything like that. What we have for piece number 4 is the Junior Watanabe Pendleton Fall Winter 2020 varsity jacket. This is from the season, the menswear season that was dedicated to Jamiroquai, or JK from Jamiroquai, I should say more specifically. It's the one that ended off the little mini show runway. It features a very traditional Native American design on the wool section of the varsity jacket. I know that Pendleton has a specific name for this design. It's dedicated to a specific chief, I think, from what I've seen online. I should probably look into the history of that just to, like, you know, inform myself a little bit more, but a fantastic design on that centerpiece there. It's got this beautiful and soft leather arms. The cut of it's perfect. It's literally like the perfect varsity jacket for my body. I wish I could buy like varsity jackets of that cut every single time. Like, it's just I can't complain about it. I can't complain about it. I have to nitpick if I want to complain about it. It's just beautiful. I'm so glad I spent the money on it. It caused me to take money out of my savings, which I absolutely hate doing, but I haven't regretted it, and I love it every single time I wear it. And in those, as I mentioned, slightly warmer days in May, I was rocking it all the time to and from work, and had to mention it as piece number 2. And for piece number 1, you know how in spring, and probably the first couple months of autumn, I was rocking my Capital as my loungewear. Well, I guess at the end of autumn and definitely in winter, it's changed a little bit. I'm not rocking my Capital as my loungewear. I'm rocking my Undercover as my loungewear. I've transitioned from slightly lighter weight Japanese made hoodie to more heavier weight Japanese made hoodie. And I'm wearing it right now. Like, I love it. It's again, from my favorite season. Well, I don't want to say my favorite season, but one of my favorite seasons. It's just such a fantastic piece. I love the cut of it. What we have is the Undercover Fall Winter 2020 kimono hoodie in a size 5, the biggest size. I picked this one up from, was it Select Frame? I think it was from Select Frame, a Dubai boutique. I fell in love with it when I bought it. I fell in love with it when I unboxed it. I'm still in love with it now. It's one of my go-to pieces. You see it in my videos like all the time. I just love wearing it. It's just such a comfortable layer to just lounge around in at home. It's made me keep my eyes peeled for all the other colors it came in, because I think it came in a total of 4 colors. I think it came in a brown, or I should probably say like a caramel kind of beige. It came in a green, like a nice forest green. It came in the red or the burgundy that I've showcased to you just before, and it came in a black as well. I don't know if it came in more colors than that. They're the only colors I've seen on the runway and seen for sale secondhand in Japan, but I want all of them. I absolutely want all of them. The cut is fantastic. The weight of it is heavy, but not overly heavy. It just looks fantastic. Because of its cut, it's so unique. It's awesome as an underlayer for trench coats. I don't want to spoil too much for June's video when I talk about June, but for June, I wore the turtleneck, the kimono hoodie, and a trench coat over the top of it, and it's just such a look. It's just, I love it. It's fantastic. Oh man, it's just such an awesome hoodie. And I want all the other colors in it. I'm always on the hunt for them. So if you see the kimono hoodies in a size 5 in the other colors, you see it in that green, you see it in that caramel beige, you see it in that black, send it my way, because I want them. They're fantastic. And as I kind of mentioned before, if I ever get the money to open an archive of June's work, I would love to showcase all of them, because they're just fantastic. But yeah, that is the final piece, guys. Piece number 1. And all 5 pieces. As you can see, out of all 5 pieces, 3 of them are Undercover. I just love the brand. Like, I just love his work. My style either revolves around dressing up in Capital pieces or Undercover pieces. They're the 2 brands that speak to me the most. And I use Capital in spring, summer, and then Undercover in fall, winter. And kind of vice versa as well. Like I interchangeably use them as well. Like sometimes I'll use Capital for fall, winter. Not overly common, but sometimes I do. And sometimes I use Undercover for spring, summer, because I have some of their rayon. Well, I have one of their rayon shirts. Like, they're just my go-to brands. I just love them so much, and you can clearly see that through the top 5 pieces that I mentioned today. I love them. They're fantastic. I'm going to be wearing them, as I said about the trench coat, like till the day I die, I reckon. They're just fantastic. I think they're like timeless. I will be wearing them all the time. Love them. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. You know, do you like any of the pieces that I was rocking? Would you wear them differently? Do you own any of them? I'd love to hear anything you have to say about these 5 pieces down in that comment section below. And well, that is it, guys. That is all the 5 pieces. I talked about why I love them, how I rock them. Obviously how I rock them was very much catered to me being outside, hence the hats and everything like that. But I do want to showcase to you how I would wear them outside, even though that I'm recording it in my bedroom. You know, just to give you a more accurate idea. I love all the pieces. It's just fantastic. That is May, my birthday month, the final month of autumn. It's an awesome month, that transitional period to winter, my favorite season. It's fantastic. But I would love to hear what you guys were rocking for May 2023. I mean, obviously, if you're in the northern hemisphere, the seasons are different. You're going to be rocking different stuff. Let me know what your top 5 favorite pieces were for May of 2023 down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep talking about, you know, my top 5 favorite pieces, what I'm rocking, maybe you want me to do a pickups video, you just got to let me know. You got to give me the 3 indicators I won't shut up about, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,655 subscribers before the end of the month. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we can reach 3,655 before the end of June. But that is everything I gotta say about the 5 pieces that I wore in May. You'll probably notice the, well, maybe the consistency of how heavy the pieces will continue in June. I'll have to see when I write up the list of the pieces that I was rocking. They're definitely more winter-like for June as well, though. I do have to say that. So yeah, you'll have to prepare yourself for that one. But yeah, stay tuned for June's video. That's coming obviously in July. So yeah, until the next streetwear talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next top 5 video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.